Hello, welcome to Clutch My Freckles.
I knew she was going to do that.
Where I, Emily, learn all about the smut that my friends are reading. As always, I'm joined with Vanessa and Barbara. And I interrupted them when I started because I wanted to catch them off guard.
Hi.
This is the podcast where we trick people.
This is the podcast of trickery. Yeah.
Of liars.
You guys were teasing me because I was nervous for this episode. And then I was like, all right, fine, we can go. And you were already going.
Yeah. You were just talking about how much you like Toby Keith and
he's
you were
your new
sad
boyfriend.
about his
I
passing.
really don't like his voice.
No.
How long ago did he die?
Not long
Like
enough.
maybe a year ago, if even that.
Not for me.
Do you miss him?
What?
She didn't even know he's gone.
I
Gone
know.
too soon.
He came too soon. See?
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Getting in character for the Spicy Smut podcast.
Just ruining the ink.
I'm so nervous for my book.
I know. I'm excited for your book.
She's already kicking her feet.
Yeah.
She told us that we would need divorces.
Oh, right. That we would leave our husbands for this book boyfriend.
Yeah, but good luck. He's mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's going to make us leave our husbands and then she's going to take off with them.
And then
Yeah.
get denied. Yeah.
I want to win the race. You got to.
Right.
Yeah, Vanessa's usually texting us going like, throw out your underwear. They're going to get destroyed. Bring a diaper, all this
Right.
nonsense. And I'm like, warm up your little feet. You're going to be kicking them.
Oh, yeah. That we're going to be kicking our little feet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like this book?
So much. That's why I'm nervous.
No, that's why she's nervous.
Because these are the episodes where I get so distracted because I'm just like, oh my God, and then this happened, and then that happened, and then he had a napkin in his lap, and he moved it over to there, and isn't that great? And you guys are like, could you tell us about the story?
Yeah. Or we're like, I guess. Yeah.
Sure.
Have you read this more than once?
No.
Will we recognize the title?
Yeah.
Have we ever discussed it?
You know what's funny?
What about
What?
the author?
You know what's so funny? Is that we were recording, but it's not part of the episode. Remember how we were just talking about 9/11?
Oh.
Oh my God. Is this the airplane book?
Is this
No.
Airplane?
We talked about something. I joked that this book is airplane because you guys could see that I was cheesing, so I wanted to make you think that it was like a sentient object one and just like out of
Okay.
left field. But then I was like, no, this one's exciting. So then we joked, oh yeah, we should do the airplane one for 9/11. And then we were talking about how we did 9/11 jokes because we were talking about Drake's dick during the episode where we did Ryan Shea
Is
in
this-
that series.
Is this the fourth move? Is this the fourth one?
Book 4.
Yay. The
Windy
right-
City. It's Mile High 4. They've hit the second brother.
Mile High for the Pentagon. Oh no!
Wait, what is it called?
It is called Play Along.
Play Along, I was right.
Yeah.
It like just came out.
Just
right?
came out in July. July
Oh.
11th, just like 9/11.
Wow.
The second brother, because book 3 was Malachi.
Yes.
His younger brother, Isaiah.
Oh.
Yeah, he had something with the PT girl
He sure did. He
caught
sure did.
up, but she was engaged
Yeah.
to somebody else
Who sucks.
Oh.
Dick the
And-
third, basically.
Towards the end of the book, she showed up without a ring on.
Yes.
This all happened in the book 3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was listening to the episode like that we
Well-
were, and I was like, I should refresh myself, and then I went, nah, it's fine.
They're side characters, so it's just like a whole nother.
You never? Do you
Layer.
ever? Is it something when you're reading, you're like, next book's going to be about
For
them?
sure.
For sure,
100%, yeah.
But it's not worth telling me about it because then I'm going to be like, who the fuck?
I'll tell you all about it.
I think you did tell us that he had, like, he raised him.
So
Oh,
Malachi-
the little brother because
yeah.
his dad. It's book 3 was like daddy shit.
dad
Oof.
sucked and just wandered off and had a new family.
Right, and then
after
he had a little
their
baby.
mom died in a car accident when the brothers were 15 and Isaiah, main guy, this book, he was 13 years old.
Don't
Yeah.
like the name.
Yeah.
Isaiah?
Is it Isaiah? I don't know how to say it.
How
What
were
is
you
it?
saying it?
I don't remember
What
now.
did you say?
Say.
I keep thinking Isaiah.
Isaiah.
It's Isaiah though, for sure.
Isaiah.
Oh, it's Tana.
Oh, right.
We keep doing that. It's so funny how we get in these like trends of
It's
doing
because you're hearing it in your head and then you never, when we have to say it out loud, you're like,
It's because I also didn't really love the name, so I just didn't think of it.
you're just
Yeah.
like, and then,
But do they call him something else? Is there a nickname or is it just Isaiah?
I think it's Isaiah. The little boy, because the last guy was a father.
Max.
Yes.
Baby Max.
Baby Max. He calls him Zaya or Zaya.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to pick a different name?
No, I have to, I'm playing along.
Myrtle.
Ooh, I like that. Toby Keith.
Okay. End the episode. All right, you want to hear the synopsis?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh God, I just moved the chair
This
instead of
You're
this.
your baby bopper.
I feel like, is it arranged, like a fake dating?
So at the end of book 3, The Brother, it's revealed that, okay, so whatever this, Toby Keith,
Isaiah.
Isaiah,
TK.
TK.
he is like flirts with the physical therapist all the time,
Yeah.
but she's been engaged this whole time.
What
But
is this,
then-
pucking around? Yeah, see, I remember stuff.
You're doing so good.
I remember stuff.
I know things. He flirts with her all the time, and she's engaged. And then one day, oh my God, she doesn't have a ring. She's not engaged. And then at the very end of book 3, it's revealed that he and the physical therapist, whose name is Kennedy, they drunkenly got married in Vegas.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Does he play baseball?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on
Same
the same team.
He's a shortstop.
The Windy City Blowers?
Windy City Warriors. Yeah.
Oh,
Blowjob
right.
Warriors.
What position does he play?
Shortstop.
Oh,
Yeah.
kid bro.
Yeah. What?
Like he's like, that's like a little kid. Like his
No,
brother.
that's like a position. Second
no,
base.
No, but I
Second
know,
base
but
is
I'm
what you're
saying,
thinking.
but like, that's like, he's like his
Little
little
bro.
kid bro.
Little
You know,
bro.
he's like, my little bro's over on shortstop.
All right, kid. Yeah.
Because it's a little brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His brother plays on the team with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does his brother do? Pitch?
He's the pitcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
anything about sports.
Yeah. Wasn't that Derek Jeter's position?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's that?
The shortstop.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's for you, Diane. Anyway, okay. Okay, let me tell you what the book. It is called Play Along.
Nice.
Windy City series by Liz Tomforde.
Yes.
382 pages, released July 11, 2024.
Her and that's again like
Just came out.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Her and now Katie Roberts are 4-timers.
I think so. 1, 2.
Yes.
Well, Katie Roberts was 3.
3 in a bonus.
Neon Gods
Oh, no,
Jafar.
that's right.
and mine.
And The Dragon's Bride.
But I haven't. Is that
This
it?
is 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
4-timer.
They were tied.
Which
yesterday.
when we were listening, when I was listening to the last episode we did of this series, I'm pretty sure we talked about that exact same thing. Where it's like, we've done Katie Roberts twice. Okay, it's a long synopsis because it's both their POVs. But okay, Kennedy. I'm the only woman on staff for the Windy City Warriors. And after years of putting up with a sexist lead doctor, I'm desperate to land my dream job with a new team next year. All I have to do is maintain my professional reputation for my final season in Chicago. But a Las Vegas run-in with the team's shortstop, okay, I was right, threatens it all, leaving me with a fuzzy memory and a ring on my left hand. Now, not only am I legally bound, I thought that said legally blonde, legally bound to the most persistent man I've ever met, but thanks to Isaiah's
Isaiah.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Isaiah's scheme to save my job, I have to pretend the whole thing was a planned elopement and not a drunken mistake. Isaiah Rhodes is reckless, impulsive, and frustratingly charming. He's also my brand new husband. They got the saying wrong. What happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. Sometimes it follows you right back home.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Isaiah.
I was like, can I interrupt?
No. Well, yes, always.
Yeah. I'm just, why do they have to keep, okay, go ahead.
Because it's Vegas. You got to get married. The laws
No,
are
no, no.
different. There's
Why-
the same
Emily knows
judge.
about smut. You gotta get married. You gotta
No, no, no,
stay
no.
married.
Why do they gotta stay married?
They work together.
For plot reasons. Okay, Isaiah. As the shortstop for Chicago's professional baseball team, I've had my fair share of fun. But that all ended the day Kennedy K became a single woman.
What's her middle name?
I don't know.
Okay.
Kennedy K?
Yeah, but it's not a K middle initial for sure.
Why does he call her Kennedy K?
Because that's her name.
But he's like,
Oh, like K-A-Y?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Abbreviation.
I was like, I'm so confused.
All ended the day she became a single woman. I've crushed on the team's athletic trainer for years. I've flirted to no avail. So imagine my surprise when I woke up in Sin City with a ring on my finger and my favorite redhead in my bed. We agreed to stay married for one baseball season, just long enough to keep her job safe, but in my mind, I'm using our time together to prove to her that I'm husband material. Kennedy might be reluctant to join in on our game, but it's one I refuse to lose. So come on, wife, play along.
Okay, so to keep her job.
Yeah.
she has to stay married to him?
Yeah.
Why?
Just so it doesn't seem like a drunken hookup.
Yeah.
Like she's a floozy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna need you to get in. Actually, it literally doesn't matter. You couldn't ruin this book if you tried. So challenge.
No, it's more
Try.
It's more of like I just
Game
never
on.
do well with the like logistics of. It's probably the tism being like I can't.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, like I get it where it's you're just like they're just together, but why can't they? I guess you don't want to like seem reckless.
There is usually just to play along.
Play along.
Play along.
Oh, that's what they're telling me to do is play along. I'll play along.
I would just say this like sports trainer logistics in some of these books.
It could cost her job. You're not like they can't bang the cheerleaders or anything.
There's no fraternization usually. Same thing. Remember Stevie couldn't hang out with the boys,
And
but
she was just a flight attendant. She
Yeah.
wasn't like working out their hip flexors.
Yeah, with the team.
Ooh,
So
true.
to make it not look like they just like drunkenly hooked up, like we're actually in love because I think in Pucking Around they like signed something that Jake and Rachel were like saying officially they were a couple
Right.
to HR. So
That's essentially what happens here. Jumping ahead a little bit, you're absolutely right. Nailed it.
I'm
She's
just
a pro.
trying to keep Emily.
She's just trying to play along.
I think I'm not used to the corporate world, and I know that is something that is
it
like
is
a big
very
deal that you
serious.
have to like.
Baseball corporate is very serious.
Yeah.
They
The
love
MLB, they don't
contracts.
mess around.
Yeah.
They do not.
The Windy City Devils. Warriors?
Warriors. Yeah, because we said blowjobs or whatever the hell. Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Blowers.
matter. The blowers. Yeah, they have in their contract that you can be married to each other because they had that with a different player and like the team photographer was his wife. So they're essentially they're like, well, you allowed it with them, and this is like a real thing.
Yeah.
And they're
Is
like,
there
all
a
right.
child in this?
There's a nephew.
Oh, okay. I felt like the cover had a child on it. I must be getting it mixed up with the other one.
I look like I have the cover up. I don't. It's 382 pages.
That's
Beef.
short for. Well, I was gonna say
That keeps
for
happening for this series.
for Liz Tomforde. I
She
feel
does
like.
longer ones
Yeah.
usually. Yeah.
Yeah.
What page do you think the first coming's on?
Well,
223.
they're married.
They are married.
Yeah, but did they fuck the first night they married or did they do it before?
They're drunk. They don't.
They don't. I said whatever I said before.
23.
Whatever, that's a rewind noise to whatever I said.
169.
Oh my God, I love it. 175.
Wow.
Wow, Vanessa knows Liz Tomforde.
She does.
I was going to start reading reviews. Okay.
Like,
We're done.
Let me
You
get
know
my
it's
little
good.
notebook out. Yeah, I just lost my place.
do you prefer, where do you place this in the other books?
Number one.
Number one.
Number one. It would be hard to knock it out of the number one spot for me.
Is it good banter?
What? Oh,
I don't know. It's just, ugh.
I love it. Oh my gosh, she
God.
was
I know.
kicking her little feet. She's so excited.
My other, the Love Hypothesis, the one that I always bring as a backup hard copy on a plane. It starts out just like that, where they're in a bathroom.
Oh.
I know that doesn't sound romantic, but I was like, I wrote, just like Love Hypothesis, I'm in.
It doesn't matter what else happens.
It starts out with a like 3 years prior. And he's in the bathroom and he's upset and he's hiding in the bathroom because he is the funny, not serious, like
Nobody takes him
clown
serious.
of the team. He's always down for a good time. He's always like, he's a riot. He's, but he doesn't want to show when he's not feeling that way. So he's hiding in the women's restroom because there are no women on the team or like associated with any of the positions. So he's like, I'll be alone in here. And he's crying because it's the anniversary of his mom's death.
Oh.
Yeah.
Women.
Thank you.
Oh.
I love it. I love it.
How old was he when she died?
13.
Oh, it's a tender age.
And she, a tender age for Isaiah.
For Izzy.
Toby Keith.
TK.
Not even that can ruin it. Yeah, TK. Okay, anyway, Travis Kelce.
Oh, gentle. Oh, with the little baby blue eyes. Does he
Who's
look
like really funny, really like kind of a
Tom Selleck.
clown. And then, yeah.
who? Tom Selleck. Oh, yeah.
Vanessa sent us something that was like someone stating their case for like, he looks like a young Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
And you can totally see it in that picture. And
Yeah.
oh my.
Oh, my.
Oh my.
Okay. So they're in a bathroom. He's sad. Oh, and his mom died. There was a storm and she got in a car crash.
Oh.
So, okay. He's sad. And then because of where he is positioned and hiding, he overhears a conversation in the hallway with Kennedy, who is just starting with the sexist lead doctor on the
Oh,
team.
yeah.
Kennedy is a doctor, and athletic trainers in this world, I have no idea if this is accurate, do not need to be doctors. She applied and accepted the position as like, it's the lead doctor who's a sexist asshole. And then there's like 2 team doctors underneath him. And she accepted one of those positions. And then he didn't realize she's a woman because she submitted application under the name Kenny. Because she kept getting rejected. So she submitted under Kenny, and then she's like, it's a nickname. And it's not. She just thought it would help, and it did. Yeah. She only communicated with him via email. She shows up, and she's not a guy. And he's like, oh, we're actually not hiring for a doctor position. Never mind. And HR told him, you offered her a job, and she accepted. She has to have employment. So he's like, you can be an athletic trainer if you want, which is a huge...
demotion.
Right. So that's what she is finding out in the middle of this conversation. And Isaiah, Travis Kelce, is overhearing this. And he's like, damn. And then she goes into the bathroom and she's upset. And he's like, damn, that's not very nice. You're having a hard day too, huh?
Gives her some tissue under the toilet.
Yeah, basically touching underneath.
He's in the stall and she calls somebody and like they don't have time to talk. And so he's like, do you need someone to talk to? And she's like, what the hell?
Oh my God, like a confessional.
Doesn't know who he is, and they talk it out, which is exactly what happens in the love hypothesis. It's like 2 years prior, she's in the bathroom. I don't know if I should take this. I should.
Right.
Oh, yeah, he gives her the pep talk.
Yeah, because she doesn't have her contacts in, and then she doesn't know who it is. Not the case here, but I'm in. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm in.
So he talks her through it. She wants the job. She takes the job. And then she finds out he's a player. And Dr. Sexist, who's Dr. Frederick, Dr. Sexist, has just told her, if I ever catch you fraternizing with any of the players, you're gone. Don't distract any of them. You whore. He doesn't say that, but he's saying
he gets
that.
fired, doesn't he? Or
does he die?
Killed? Yeah.
This book, because it's so new, and I think like 18 or 19 people of our Goodreads friends have it on their shelf. I don't want to say
okay.
Yeah,
so
like
no spoilers.
But he's Doctor. Some spoilers, but
I'm picturing the guy that did all the stuff to the USA Gymnastics.
Oh my God,
for that doctor, because I hate him. You know, like the women's gymnastics.
I thought you were like casting Isaiah.
No,
and then I thought you were talking about the pommel horse guy with the glasses, and I was like, I don't know where you're at.
But he would be good for like an Allie Hazelwood book.
He could work for that. I could see that.
Because he's all muscly.
She'll
but like
allow it.
nerdy.
I'll approve. He could be Rio, I feel like.
Oh.
Which one's Rio?
He's always around, and he's just like a side character in all 4 of these books.
He is a hockey player.
He's a hockey player. He's like goofy. Xander.
Yeah.
Z with all the rings.
Z.
They haven't done football yet. Do you think it's like CTE stuff?
Not yet.
Well, they haven't CT. Oh my God.
Maybe.
There's never been like a player introduced in any of the books.
Yeah, because
unless there was one in this one.
They hopped from hockey to basketball, and now we're on baseball.
Yeah,
and then baseball again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, Kai shows up at the end of The Right Move. He's like a neighbor of Ryan Shea.
And Ryan Shea is the brother of Stevie, who's in the hockey one. So
then it's like a brother is the second book.
Brothers.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why it's Mile High
been
4. They've hit the second brother.
Yeah.
There's never been like a football player introduced in any of the books. You know?
Maybe the doctor will go work for the football team and then he'll get killed because he's bad.
Yeah, because of CTE. Someone will hit him over the head.
Yeah. We'll work on that later.
But then
we're going to write fanfic for it. Yeah. It's just a story about how he's dead.
Yeah, that's just how we're like, bad guy, dead.
If he doesn't die in this, we're killing him later.
Yeah.
So
with the mascot. Anyways, go on.
Isaiah Keith is 6'4". He's 31. He has light brown hair.
Okay.
She is 5'3". Oh. She has freckles. She's covered in freckles.
Beautiful.
Not just like a smattering of freckles. She's covered in freckles.
Beautiful.
A redhead?
Yes.
Lindsay Lohan.
I don't think so, but sure.
Isla Fisher. Those are only 2 redheads that we ever do.
Okay, so I looked up. I love Jessica Chastain, but it didn't fit right for me.
Yeah.
Who's the one with, we said, the Olsen sister?
Elizabeth Olsen?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not super freckly. And
That's
it's like,
true.
it's emphasized that she's like pale, freckly,
guess, yeah.
redhead.
Liz Tomforde's all-inclusive, that's for sure.
There you go.
She's very good at being body positive.
I saw Kirsten Dunst, Emma Stone, and then I was thinking of a young Julianne Moore because she's got a lot of freckles.
Cute.
I could work with that. That's what I was thinking, you know. And then I changed it later. And I'll tell you why. Oh, when they're in the bathroom, he says he's thinking to himself that maybe mom sent me on her path today because she needs someone to talk to.
Damn it.
See?
God,
you know what my type is? A clown who's like never shows his vulnerability, but secretly has a ton of emotional intelligence and like
Tears of a Clown.
Don't say that. Way to ruin it.
You like? Do you have a velvet painting of a crying clown?
You know I do. Okay, so one of the teammates asks him, "Oh, who's that?" And he says, "My future wife." And then they notice she has an engagement ring.
Oh,
and I wrote, "I'm so in." Okay, so that was 3 years ago, and now Vegas, baby.
Like he just knew.
He just knew, right? He's
so then
obsessed.
now he has to be like stretched by her for 3 years.
Yeah, he's down bad.
Trying to hide his bone.
What are you? He's getting limber because he knows it's coming.
We didn't get to the baseball game early enough, but they are like spreading their legs for them.
They know you're watching. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Toby Keith. Yeah.
So now he's just like, but he's like flirty with her a little bit.
He overhears a conversation where the doctor's like, don't fraternize with the whatever. And then he makes some comment to her in the bathroom about how he'll make sure the other guys are respectful. And she's like, who are you? And then she realizes he's a player. And then as she's leaving, he goes, Kenny, because he calls her Kenny because she explains to him that's not her nickname. She's never used it. So he's like, of course, that's your name for me. Mm-hmm. He's like, I told you that I'd make sure the other guys like are respectful, but I didn't say anything about myself. So he has spent.
Can she see him, or is it still through the door?
They're talking.
Oh, okay.
He came out of the door.
Yeah. Like I thought maybe they were still just stall to stall, like confessional style.
He's just like crinkling
toe to toe. Yeah, just tapping.
So he's been like flirting with her
nonstop
for like 2.5 years, nonstop. But he's not actually like pushing. Like he's behaves kind of like Xander's in book 1, where he's constantly like messing with her, but he's less pushy because he's knows it can't really go anywhere. And then he finds out she doesn't have a ring on, and he's like, oh fuck. And he hasn't slept with a woman since she didn't have her ring on. He's like, eyes on the prize. And she thinks it's the exact same thing he was doing before, and that it was just like a crush and he just liked the chase. So she never really took it seriously, that he has quite literally been like, I am in love with you for like 3 years.
What happened with the ring and the fiance?
Yeah. Fiance sucks.
Liz Tomforde, she be giving us the X's.
Mm-hmm. She's like, hopefully, is he dead too?
He may as well be. He's wandering around with Toby Keith and Dr. Sexist. They all need to get in a car crash together. No, it's good. So backstory there is that her family is loaded. Rich.
Kennedys.
Rich. Like
wealth.
Her name's Kennedy.
When I saw her last name was K, I was like, K Jewelers.
Every kiss begins with K.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Blood diamond money. Yeah.
Not the case. Apparently it's like a hotel. So she's Paris Hilton.
Okay.
Her marriage to, or her engagement to Connor, who sucks, was like a business arrangement. Connor. Sorry to anyone named Connor, but you know, behave.
But then if it were a different thing, we'd be like, his name's Connor.
That's a good name. Yeah. She basically, like her whole life, she was like raised by nannies and shipped off to boarding school. She mentions once that her first hug was somebody who hugged her in college.
Oh.
Her parents are cold. They saw her as like an asset for like their business. And when her father died, she didn't even cry because she like didn't know him.
Yeah.
And her mom remarried. And her stepfather has 2 kids. So she has a stepbrother and a stepsister. Stay with me. This is relevant.
Yeah.
Her stepbrother is named Dean, and he is also a professional baseball player.
Wow.
He happens to be Isaiah's rival.
I knew it.
Dun, dun, dun.
They grew up in the same town before Dean's mom married. So Kennedy wasn't in this town, is my point. Mm-hmm. They grew up in the same town. Dean hated Isaiah for reasons, read the book. And he went out of his way to bully him, and he went out of his way. Every single girl
Did he bully him about his mom being dead?
He sure did.
Oh my God, I hate him.
Did.
Dean sucks. Every single girl that Isaiah dated, he cheated. He pursued her until she cheated on Isaiah with him.
Oh, Dean sucks.
So that's who Dean is.
Does Dean try to sleep with Kennedy?
No, he is the only one in the family who actually is like aware that nobody sees her or like as a person. And
so Dean's nice to her?
Dean is nice to her. So she and Dean are like close. Like they're cool. Yeah.
So that's going to be a problem.
So there's an interesting dynamic there where, and
what's the name of his team?
Something in Atlanta.
The Atlanta Braves.
Hand jobs. The Brave hand jobs.
The Brave. The Soul Braves.
Soul Braves.
The Atlanta Soul Braves.
Soul Braves.
What the hell was I saying?
I don't know.
See, this is why when it's books I really love, I get so like, I don't know. Dean is a baseball player. So his parents are like, he can't take over the family business.
Oh.
So Kennedy needs to marry someone who can take over the family business. Connor is that guy.
What about the other sibling?
Excellent question.
Thank you.
The reason the engagement is no longer on with Connor is because he's sleeping with Mallory, the stepsister, and now they are engaged.
Wow. But is Mallory...
I was wondering if there was going to be any situations, because...
There's always a situation with Liz Tomforde.
But Mallory is... a
bitch.
She sucks.
Yeah.
Connor sucks.
Yes.
But she's third in line to the family wealth?
She... Kennedy's mom, Kennedy's dad dies.
Right.
Kennedy's mom married his business partner. It was sort of like it makes business sense.
Oh, God.
Right.
Protecting the assets and stuff.
The whole thing is business.
Money shit,
there is no warmth. There is no affection in the family. Dean is very like, I'm kind of wondering if there's like a Dean redemption.
Ooh, maybe he gets a book.
I'm curious. I also have my suspicions about who the next book is.
Ooh.
If it's not announced, I don't know, but I have.
Maybe it's called Dean's List.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah. He has to go to
Dean's
college.
List, 9/11.
Dean's List, Anthrax.
God. Oh God. Dean's List, Drake's dick.
Oh, yeah. Iconic.
Never forget.
Okay, so they're in Vegas. This takes us to Vegas.
So they're playing a game?
No. They are having a team bonding trip. So Kennedy's not there. It's just the boys. But Kennedy is there because it just so happens to be Mallory's bachelorette party.
Wait, who's Mallory?
Mallory's the stepsister.
Yeah, but who's she going to marry?
Connor.
Wait, and she's going?
She has to go because she made sure to plan it on a weekend when Kennedy had like free time.
Like, come on, sis. Aren't you
support me?
for us?
I would
She wants to rub it in her face. She goes because she's the perfect daughter.
Well, and she's like it's just like you just do what you're told.
It's what you've known since birth.
Yeah, that you just say like she's not
perform.
happy.
Your fiance is now marrying your stepsister, and you go to her bachelorette.
She never really loved him, if that helps.
Okay,
but it
she's
still
like,
really sucks.
Okay,
The
whole thing.
That upper class shit. That's all incestuous and like
you have to perform. It's very waspy.
You just are like we did all this stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And the
Secrets.
thing is, she's not hurt over losing Connor. She's hurt in a way that's like, I wasn't enough for him. So that kind of messes with her head.
Liz Tomforde's very good about including that kind of stuff, internal dialogue that a lot of women have.
Kennedy's whole thing is no one hugged her until college. She doesn't like touch, which is somewhat ironic because she's an athletic trainer, so she's constantly touching the players. But outside of that, she's like very like
it's not intimate to her.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to do intimacy, and it really makes her like tense and nervous. And Connor would always be like, "You're so cold."
Like Connor, you've got a little dick. Okay?
Connor, maybe you should warm me up. Okay.
Yeah.
He sucks.
You're pretty cold too. You're sleeping with Mallory.
Yeah. Gross.
Yuck.
Anyway, so Mallory's enough of a woman for him, and now she's having this bachelorette in Vegas. And so Isaiah sees Kennedy, and he's like, "Oh my God, love of my life." And she's like, "Can we get out of here?" Because she is very unhappy. And he's like, "Do you want to get out of here?" And she's like, "Yes."
He had no idea she was going to be there.
No idea.
He's like, "Let's go to Little White Chapel."
He's like, "Let's go get one drink." And she's like, "I'm just going to go back to my hotel room." And he's like, "You said you were leaving with me one drink. Let's do one drink. And if you want to go, we can go." And she's like, "All right, fine." But the way that comes about is they're walking across the street and the light turns green, but he has stopped in the middle of the crosswalk. And he's like, "You said you would go to one drink with me. We're going to one drink. And I'm not moving from this spot until we go." And cars are honking. And it's very much The Notebook. Where he's up on the Ferris wheel, and then also when they're in the street. Oh my God. And that's when I was like, oh, it's Ryan Gosling. That's what I'm picturing.
Oh, okay.
So then I couldn't picture Julianne Moore because Ryan Gosling and Julianne Moore are in that movie Crazy Stupid Love. Yeah.
Oh, right. He's like Steve Carell's like little guru.
Sure.
Mentor?
Like teaches
So
him
then
how to
I
be a
switched
man.
to Emma Stone because she's also in that, and she's with Ryan Gosling in that, and it made more sense. So that's where my head's at.
love it.
I'll keep
Okay.
posted. Okay, so for their first little one drink, he's like, okay, come with me, and takes her to a shopping mall and buys her sneakers because her heels were really bothering her and she was also cold, so he buys her a jacket.
Love it. Is it a jacket or is it like a sweatshirt?
It's like a jean jacket.
Ah, cute.
And little, they're platform Vans.
Ah, like you have on.
I know, this is,
Oh
this
my God.
Liz wrote this for me.
Wow, that's what she
my
said, kicking her
God.
little feet. I didn't have shoes on.
Girl, buys her
I'm
new
just
shoes and a
gonna slap my
jacket.
little
I'm
toes.
so fucking in. Oh. Okay, so the thing is, she's talking to him about how he's the only one who knows that she's a doctor.
Like a real doctor.
She was like, don't tell anyone. I don't want people to like know it because it's going to be hard enough navigating these sexist politics without everybody knowing that I'm being treated this way.
Yeah.
Right.
So long story short, she's explaining that she is up for a job for a team in San Francisco where she would be Dr. Sexist's position. So she would be the lead doctor for an MLB team, which I think she's saying is the first woman who would be the lead doctor for an MLB
so
team.
far away.
I know. But he's like, that's so far away. You're going to get the job. Like, he is just so confident and so happy for her and like absolutely.
Supportive.
Yeah. Didn't his brother help her with her baking or some shit? Was that this movie?
That was his girlfriend.
Yeah, she was like trying to figure out how to bake again.
Yeah. She like
And then he was
lost
like,
her
I'll help you get
mojo.
your like bakery and shit
Yeah.
going. These are supportive men.
These are supportive men who are down bad. Ugh,
yeah.
it's so good. So they're talking about that. And then they get really drunk. They go sing karaoke and he sings Obsessed by Mariah Carey. And I don't even know that song. So I'm just thinking of
Why
fantasy.
So obsessed with me.
Oh, that song.
Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, isn't it so good? That's the book.
That's it. They sing karaoke and they both did well. What'd she sing?
I don't know.
Did she sing?
She's kind of perfectionist and like, waspy, uptight. So maybe she didn't sing anything, but she really enjoyed watching him.
Maybe she got drunk enough
She got real drunk.
and sang like Salt and Pepper or something.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
a
maybe.
what a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sing it.
No.
No.
She's shy.
No.
She's shy.
Oh my God.
What a mighty good man.
I'm gonna have to be really careful about editing the audio because that's just gonna be like, oh, it's too quiet. Cut.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like you can just insert the actual audio and then we'll just get flagged like we always do anyways.
You two are fancy. What's the brand of the shoes that have the red bottoms?
Christian Louboutins.
Thank you. Okay, so she's wearing those. Those were the heels that she took off, and he's gave her the
carrying them.
platforms. She gets drunk and she throws away the heels.
Nice.
And he's also so drunk, and he saw the red bottoms, and he was like, "She is gonna regret that," and takes them out of the trash and carries them for her.
Okay. But she's like, look, I got more money than you. So
She thanks him the next day. She thanks him the next day. Yeah, and then I wrote there, "I'm so in. I'll need help getting out."
Oh my God, she's in the trash
Barbara's
can.
like clinging to the edge of the like, I'm fine, just let me go.
So good. Don't worry about me. I don't need oxygen. And then she's explaining to him while they're super drunk about how like the stepsister and and then he's saying, "Fuck them. You should get married before them."
Ooh.
And she's like, "Are you offering?" And he's like, "You're drunk." And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You're feeling like outrageous because you're drunk." And she's like, "You're feeling outrageous
Has she
too."
kissed him or anything yet?
Nothing.
Oh my God.
Nothing.
I'm already kicking my little
I
foot.
told you. You tried to Toby Keith me. I don't think so.
I was like,
Um,
I'm still picturing Travis Kelce. Sorry.
do not apologize.
he's
Because I was
got
going to
the charm.
suggest
You
him,
could
but I was
do
like,
a blend.
you could do a blend. I literally was like, I can't keep suggesting him because we've suggested him before.
Especially for like his build. If he's like, what,
4.
6'4"?
Same height.
Dang. That's like
Dang.
you got to see, we showed you Aaron Judge playing baseball. You saw him hit a home run when we were in Detroit.
Look at you
And
learning.
he's big. He's like 6'4". You see, like, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think he's taller than 6'4", but you're just like, that's him.
Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Just
Look at him.
growing.
He's doing it.
You're on all over the place.
Ah.
Okay. So they get married and she is pushing for it. And he is going, "You're going to hate me in the morning. You're too drunk." And she is like 1,000% in. This is amazing. I feel happy. This is great. And they don't sleep together. They don't kiss.
You have to kiss
Well-
when you say I do.
They don't sleep together, and they wake up the next morning and they're like, "Oh my God." And she is too drunk, doesn't really remember. And she's like, "How could you do this to me?"
Is her ring a dice? Like in the
They're
not
plastic
to
rings.
Lucky? Oh.
Sure. Maybe it's a ring cup.
Couldn't they just tell? Okay, sorry. I won't. Never mind.
No. Continue.
No, I was
Vanessa.
just like, why couldn't they just say, like, if they didn't sleep together, they didn't kiss, they could have just said, like,
You could annul it.
yeah, and no one would know.
Correct. That's the plan.
But then the book's over. Oh,
then the
that's
book would be over.
plan.
That's the plan. She's like, I'll call my lawyer. And he's like, oh, okay, all right.
Paparazzi.
We're going to Britney Spears it.
Somebody took a picture and they get called in on Monday morning. And
Is she in the low-rise pants like Britney Spears was and like the black crop top?
She's got the shaved head.
The Von Dutch
The
hat?
umbrella.
Wait, why is it Britney Spears?
I don't
That's
know.
what Britney Spears did.
I don't know.
She got married in Vegas and she got it annulled like immediately.
I didn't put that together and thought you were just talking about Britney Spears. So I just rolled with you and I was like, yeah, she's got the shaved head and the umbrella.
No, that was to Kevin. This was whenever she got married, I think, some other dickhead.
Of course. Connor.
Yeah. Connor, right.
Okay. There's a photo. And so they get called in with the owner of the team. And he's like, what the hell? This does not look good. We have to fire you. And Isaiah is the one who's like, don't you dare. That's my wife.
I love it.
I love this wife. That's my wife. The article is like, Warrior shortstop marries long-term love or whatever the hell. And there's a quote because someone overheard the quote when they took the picture where he said, I'm finally married to the girl I've been obsessed with for years.
True love. It's not a lie.
It's not a lie.
It's
they
not a
walked down
lie.
the aisle to obsessed. She walked down the aisle to obsessed.
To Vanessa, why are you so obsessed with me? Just singing out a little microphone.
Boy, I want to know.
You're kicking your feet. I told you.
Just slapping.
Divorce your husbands. Okay.
I thought you were going to take him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the owner is like casual relationships are not allowed between players and employees. So she's fired. And then he's like, it's not casual. And he's explaining, you saw the quote. I've been in love with her for years.
Not a lie.
Not a lie.
No liars here.
Not a lie. And she's feeling like conflicted. And so she says something about like, it's true. This thing between us has been going on for years. So she's like, that's not a lie. And I'm like, girl, I love that gray area.
Does she have the, from her POV where she's like, I have had a crush on him. Like he's a babe. Or she's just like, I don't know. I just like, must have talked to him. And he's like, I logged every time we've talked.
She obviously thinks he's hot because he's hot.
Right.
She doesn't take him seriously because she thinks he's messing with her and she thinks that he's kind of a playboy.
Yeah.
And she thinks that if anything, he just likes that she keeps saying no. And if she ever said yes, he would lose interest. So the whole book is basically her going like, he doesn't actually want to be with me. And it's
the moment I give in, it's over.
It's kind of frustrating when that happens in books sometimes, but the way they did it through here, I really liked because her whole thing is that she's never experienced intimacy.
Yeah.
She doesn't know. She doesn't trust it.
She can't clock it. So she's like, well, why would somebody pick me? My parents didn't pick me. My fiance didn't pick me, even though he was getting this huge company, like this legacy out of it. Not even just me. I wasn't even worth staying for that.
You know what? Liz Tomforde, once again, all inclusive, all representing.
Yeah, she gets it. She gets Paris Hilton.
She gets the, I think other books cover such like broad strokes of these like major traumatic things where I feel like in the Liz Tomforde books, they're, like subtle thing with, what was it? Right Move is the first one. Right?
Mile High.
Mile High. Right. Mile High.
Yeah.
First plane. Is where it was the stuff where she was struggling with like the way that her mom would talk about her and her body and stuff, where it's like, that's a subtle thing that a lot of people can
extremely relatable.
Yeah. But then even this where it's like, oh, well, why didn't he pick me? And not in the pick me way, It's
very grounded in reality. And it's also very emotional without being like
dramatic.
Rolling your eyes. Cause you're like, all right. It's grounded.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Where the hell was I? So I've been in love with her for years, whatever. And then the thing is, she's like, that job in San Francisco was never going to hire me if I have a fire. Like I got fired from my last thing. And he's like, you're not going to get fired. Don't even worry about it. We've got this. Also, the owner is old as hell and he doesn't travel with us. So he's not going to see that our relationship is not like, we don't have to fake anything because he's also being very clear. When you are at work, you are not husband and wife, you're coworkers.
Yeah.
So keep it professional.
No PDA anyways.
And then what you do on your own time is what you do on your own time. So they're like, oh, we're good. Psych.
I was going to say no practicing.
No practicing. Psych. He's old as hell. He's having his granddaughter take over. So like before the first game, he's like, this is my granddaughter Reese. She's in like her mid-30s. She's going to be taking over for me next year. So she's going to be traveling with you guys for this whole season and reporting back to me so she can like get the lay of the land. And treat her as you would treat me. And they're like, fuck, we got to pretend. So they, one hotel room, one bed. They got to practice.
They have to make it convincing.
They have to.
What happens first, practice or one bed?
Ooh.
One bed happens first because he insists he'll sleep on the floor.
Yeah, right.
He sleeps on the floor.
I fucking hate when that happens.
Stay with me.
Does she make him get up in bed?
No, she is like, you can sleep in the bed, but he offers and then insists, even though she's like, you can sleep. He knows that she's doing it because she feels guilty.
Bad, yeah.
But he's not willing to push her boundaries because he's starting to understand that her boundaries are there because she's afraid, because she has never experienced intimacy. She doesn't like touch. She's like there's one point when he asks her, like, can I ask you, did someone touch you in a way that you didn't like? And she's like, that's not what it is. No one has touched me. And so he's like, she's literally not ready to share a bed with me.
She a virgin? No, she fucked Connor.
No, but it was like...
She's never really probably experienced it.
She's
never made love.
Hell yeah. It was like transactional.
Yeah.
Right. It was just like, I guess it's what we're supposed to do.
She was not finishing. Yeah, Connor sucks.
Connor. Now what's her name? Mallory?
Mallory, yeah.
Enjoy
That's her
that.
problem.
That's her problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's not going to share a bed, but then he's always really sore and she has to like work on his body because he has a game. And he's like, okay, I tweaked my shoulder. But it was from the other day when I was playing with Max and she's like, you're fucking lying. Like, anyway.
His rotator cuff is all messed up.
That sounds dirty.
Also, he's colorblind.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does she get him those glasses at some point?
Oh my God.
I didn't see that, but in the first like the 3 years ago when they first meet, he asks one of his
Can he not see red?
Yeah, he can't see red. He asks one of his teammates, what color would you describe her hair? And one of them says, they're his two best friends. One of them says red, and the other guy, dude, you know he needs more than that. It's red. It has notes of it's auburn, and it's and it's like a penny. It's like there's copper notes in it, and he's like, all right, cool. Kennedy K Auburn is the color he always thinks of when he sees it, but he has the kind of color blindness where it looks like bluish green to him. So oranges, browns, and reds, he can't really tell what they are.
That would be so crazy.
Yeah.
To be colorblind.
And then people who like find out later. Have you ever? Are any of you listening or watching? Did you find out you were colorblind later? Tell us all about it.
Well, you see those videos where people they put the glasses on.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God.
Yeah, like imagine you just suddenly could. That's
like that. This wasn't. Off camera,
you could just see colors that weren't there before. That would be
or they're
a
like,
lot.
I thought that was blue. But I guess it is that kind of how that like, what was that dress blue and black to you or white and gold?
It was definitely blue and black. I don't know what you're talking about.
Blue and black. Oh, there's no way I ever saw it white and gold.
What the hell? It was white and gold for sure.
100% blue and black.
It was 110% white and gold in my head.
No.
You with
I think
me?
it was white and gold.
No. It was white and gold because it was white and gold.
Well, aren't you glad I'm coloring hair? I'm like, looks fucking good, y'all.
The thing is, you are good. Okay, all right. He's colorblind, and they find out because they go. It doesn't matter how they find out.
She's gonna tell us everything.
Stop telling details. That's what I do. That's why when it's my episode, I'm like, I'm not gonna condense. I'm sorry. It's gonna be 3 hours.
What the shoes were? If the red bottoms.
He just saw like he could see that it's red, but he sometimes thinks pink is red or orange is red.
You talked to your mom today?
No. Why did I say orange? That was the one more than anything. She would be like, orange? What is it?
Orange.
It's orange.
Hi,
like
Diane.
a pirate. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
All right. You guys are horrible.
Keep coming.
He asks her what her favorite color is, and they talk about that. And then she's like, what's your favorite color? And he doesn't have a favorite color. So he says, will you pick it for me? And she says yellow because it's bright and happy and it reminds me of you. So then he's like, yellow is his favorite color.
Okay. And Barbara's gonna like cry.
I literally cried today over something else.
She's about to twist that book up.
I was reading the book and I had like peanut M&Ms and Cheez-Its next to me, and I had like my phone, and I was like, I had my little baby bopper on the couch, and Eric was like, you've got your snacks, you've got your book, do you need anything else? Do you want the blanket? And I was like, he goes, do you want the blanket? Do you want to be tucked in? And I was like, I kind of want to be tucked in for the attention, but I don't want the blanket. And so he pretended to tuck me in with no blanket, and I started crying. And he was like, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "I just never thought I'd find somebody who would indulge me, and you just indulged me."
Who would tuck me in Sans blanket?
This book had me. Oh my God! His favorite color is yellow.
What's her favorite color?
She said purple.
Why?
Because she didn't know, and she's like, maybe purple. And he's like, "Come on, that one." And she's like, "Yeah, that's purple." And he's like, "Okay, I thought so." Oh all right.
The blind leading the blind.
Yeah. They go to a family dinner. It sucks. Connor's there.
His family?
Her family. She calls and she's like,
Malachi, right?
Yes, Malachi.
That's
Malachi
it, though.
Who's
and
Max?
and Miller and Monty. Too many
Bakery,
M's.
the triple M's, the M&M's.
She knows things. She can remember stuff.
Yeah. Ryan
Why are
Shea.
you covering the mic? Don't hear me laughing. They can't know.
She doesn't have a family. Why are you so obsessed with me?
All right. So, he wasn't supposed to go to the family dinner, and she calls him, and she's like, "Can you come? I need you." And he's like, "I'm on my way." And she's like,
I just did. Wait, what? Oh my God. Does he know about Dean?
He does, yes. Dean is there. He knows about Connor. He knows about Mallory. He knows about Dean. He knows about the lack of intimacy and the lack of touching.
But he knows, like, if I go to this thing, I'm going to see my bully.
Yes. He's there.
He's going anyway.
He's coming everywhere. And
He's just sloshing it.
Titanic.
he shows up and he like supports her, and he accidentally shows up in like jeans and a nice button up because he underestimated drastically how nice this place is. Whatever. It's announced at dinner that Connor was cheating on her the whole time with the stepsister.
Like, they're like, we've been in love for 8 years.
It's been 8 months, and they're like, well, it's more like 3 years now. Oops, guess the secret's out. Die at this table right now.
Wow.
Yeah, they suck.
Have you watched that new show on Netflix? The one with Nicole Kidman?
Practical Magic.
Yeah. No, it's like it's like all these, I feel like there's going to be a whole like rush of these 6-part shows. It's very White Lotus is a murder, but it's upper class people, whatever.
Big Little Lies and all that.
It's that kind of thing. It's fine. But it's I'm picturing this of like they're in the Hamptons, and it's just, again, like that level of wealth that is not even like the 1%.
You're like no longer human. Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's
those
very
things
much
where
the vibe.
they just say that shit and then they just go, well, okay, anyways.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
They say that, and then Connor is saying, yeah, I needed to be with someone I could kiss in public without them having a mental breakdown.
Like as a speech?
Not as a speech, just this dinner conversation.
So does Connor go to the shitty doctor and then they die?
Yeah.
Okay.
They kill each other.
Oh,
They end up, that's the guy in Saw.
On the little tricycle?
In the bathroom.
No, in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The two of them. It's the doctor and the Connor, and they're dead.
Nice. And then I come in on the tricycle.
Right, so obsessed with me. La 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 la.
Little cheese.
This aesthetic video is going to be so fucking confusing.
Please put your face on the tricycle. Please.
With the little red cheek.
If I see it with just the guy and not you, I will be very upset.
I'll have to get AI involved.
Oh my God.
I don't think it'd be hard.
And then, so at the dinner, he's like, I needed to be with somebody who could, share a kiss in public without having a mental breakdown. She was like, yeah, you're right. I was never going to kiss you in public. And then she kisses Isaiah. It's their first kiss.
Does he stick his tongue down her throat?
No, it's very respectful, and he lets her lead because he knows this is her show, and he's just there to support her. He says, you want to use me? Please do. Because she leaves, they leave immediately after that, of course. He's like, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Connor.
Yeah.
No one puts baby in the corner.
No one puts baby in the corner. Ooh. I need to calm down. Okay, so.
Squeal.
Does Dean try to fuck her because he wants to take...
Girl.
It's stepbrothers.
For as much as you were upset that bros are in the room together but not touching, you just
they're
want...
not biological.
I understand the biology, but they are
to her.
family in their minds.
But since when? 20s?
Long time. When she was like a preteen.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was like a grown-up situation.
Even still.
But Dean always wants to be with anybody that he's with.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so they kiss and then they leave, and she's like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, you want to use me? I would love that. Like,
put me in, coach.
We're married.
And then she says, I want to be comfortable with affection. Will you teach me? So that's when they have to start practicing when they're in private and when they're together, because she's like, I freeze and tense up over like casual touches, and I don't want to do that when we inevitably break up and I'm dating, because for the first time in my life I get to actually date because I don't have to like marry for the sake of the family.
Yeah.
Does the family believe their marriage?
Yes.
Okay.
They call him an animal. The mom's like, you need to behave, whatever animal you've brought to dinner. And he's just like, your mom sucks, which is right.
If I brought a pro like baseball player to our house, I'd be like, wow, roll out the red carpet.
Yeah.
Oh, God dang.
Oh my God.
Who?
If I brought a pro player a baseball player, my mom would die on the spot, but like happily. She would be like thrilled.
But then this family, they're like, gross.
Yeah, but Dean's a baseball player too.
And they fucking hate him for it.
Oh.
They're like, he's wasting his life playing some game.
I guess it's kind of like Lincoln. Remember his dad
Lincoln
was
Park.
like...
Oh, yeah, Lincoln Bio.
Lincoln Bio.
His dad was like, these childish games
Yeah.
to
These
play.
idiots.
Yeah.
100%.
Because they make more money than that. So they're making less than they could being
Losers.
K jewelers.
They leave the fancy dinner and he's like,
Let's practice.
those little foods, are you full from that? And she's like, absolutely not. And he's like, I know somewhere I can take you. And they go to Chili's.
What?
On 45th?
What? What? No wonder you were like, I'm in.
This is my book. Oh my
What,
God.
did I get a triple dipper?
I have a quote. They both get burgers.
Chicken enchilada soup.
She steals some of his fries and he's like, what the hell? And she's like, what's mine is yours. And then he hides them away and she puts them on her burger and he's like, you're crazy. And so,
She's adorkable.
all right, calm down. They sit down. I don't care what you do.
They don't even mention like Southwestern egg rolls or
They
chocolate
mention the
lava
chips.
cake.
Be quiet. Okay.
The chips.
The chips.
The chips.
Yeah, they're so thin. It's great.
It is great.
It
It is
is
nice.
great.
But Chewy's salsa is superior than chili salsa.
I have not had it. Stop the episode. We're going right now.
Moment of silence. Have you?
You've never been to Chewy's?
Correct. I've also never eaten at Whataburger. What else can I do?
Let's go after this.
What the?
You guys are going to be mad at me the whole time.
You've
You
never
should
had
probably
creamy
eat there
jalapeno?
soon because they just got bought out.
Well,
They've been downhill since the pandemic, but they ain't gonna mess with that.
that's
Creamy
true.
jalapeno and those thin ass chips. Oh,
I love the
my.
thin chips.
Have you been to Hula Hut?
No?
This is very
Maybe?
Austin local.
I don't think so.
On the lake. They got the same. It's same Chewy's
Yeah.
people, so it's same salsa.
So they sit down at Chili's and she's like, okay, so let me guess. It's anything I want on you. And he goes, absolutely not. You think I've made of money? You can order off the 2 for $20 menu. And if you're a good girl and eat all your dinner, maybe I'll splurge and get you a molten chocolate cake for dessert.
They do drop the molten chocolate cake. Okay, I'm back in.
This book is for me.
Are they like Margarita Madness? Do they want their baby backs?
They do. Yes. I'm just saying yes. Okay. So
She sits down. She's like, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
he was like, oh, okay.
Chili's, baby back.
Why are you
Barbecue
so obsessed
sauce.
with me?
Why are you so obsessed with me? Barbecue sauce.
So he's like cocky and he's confident. He's kind of a playboy. And he's always hitting on her. And then when he asks her, what are you wanting me to teach you for affection? He blushes.
Oh.
I know. You're just make fun of me. I don't care. I'm in. I'm so in. I don't care.
She's
This is what I want in a guy.
manic
He's
frenzy
down
right
so-
now.
all right. He's down so bad. And like
He's obsessed with her.
the emotional, oh.
He's so
it's
obsessed with
angsty,
her.
but yeah. Okay. So the
It's
Chili's,
innocent
you know.
and cute and gentle.
Yes. And so she's
He's
explaining.
tender.
He is tender, but in a very funny way.
I'm wondering
Yeah.
what these sex scenes are going to be like.
Yeah, you are. Okay. So,
Sensual.
Will Liz be...
I mean, in the last one, what was it like? She
That
said
was the one
something
I
about being
highlighted,
a
like,
daddy or
15
something.
pages. Yeah. Baseball daddy. And you really didn't
I
like
don't
it.
like that.
Yeah.
He didn't either.
Exactly.
Yeah. He really was upset and rightfully
He's
so.
like, don't talk about my child when I have my
Seems
cock in
pretty
you."
basic to me, but okay. He's gonna touch her, but he like makes her wait, and then she's like, "When is he gonna like touch?" Like he's not like casually touching me. We just talked about it, and then he says it's gonna be when she least expects it because he knows that now she's like waiting for it.
Yeah.
She comes over to his apartment one night, and he cooks her spaghetti. Hell yeah,
Oh my God. This is your dream boat.
this is my fucking dream
Did you
book.
reach out to Liz with some
Liz,
notes?
girl, thank you.
You're like, please include Chili's spaghetti.
Make him a clown, but like in private, only with you. He's extremely tender.
I
Eric.
would love a bathroom scene from the past.
He lost his fantasy football league, and so she comes into his apartment and is like, what's with the signs? Live, laugh, love, bless this mess. You had me at Merlot. And he's like, oh, I have to have these in my apartment for a year.
That's a good punishment.
That really
Yes.
is.
Oh my God.
That is good.
Okay,
We should do that for our. We started a fantasy college football thing. Vanessa's fucking crushing it.
I'm number one.
Fucking hell
2
yeah.
weeks in a row, bro.
Of course you are, Sag Rising. You
yeah,
got
she's
this.
like,
been
I'm
reading art.
DMing cheerleaders.
All the boys were so upset because they were like, we can't DM cheerleaders.
We were talking about how like my dad and my uncle, they were like, they're retired. This is all that they live for is college football. And it's just, I'm just like, I don't know, Bulldogs, sure. I like that logo. Yeah. Vanessa's like, I got spreadsheets. I know
Just
who's in
reading
with
a
that.
couple articles.
Number one.
She's got
2 weeks in a
informers.
row.
Woo.
Woo.
Okay, so there, she's at his apartment with all the live, laugh, love, and they're eating spaghetti. Amazing. And then I wrote for my note number 14, torn groin.
Ooh.
I smell smut. And then I wrote ew, because that sounds nasty.
Yeah,
but,
what? Oh, because she has to. This
He
is what
ripped his, like,
happened
thigh.
with Ryan Shea. Remember he hurt his knee?
Yeah.
Oh, she had to massage it.
And
Then they had to like be careful about how they.
And-
That's not the case here. She notices him limping.
Trained.
Yeah, she is. She notices him limping, and she's like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. I did pull my groin." And he wasn't gonna say anything because he didn't want her to work on him. Because in the entire time that they have like known each other, he's never gotten hard while she's working on him because it's professional. But he's like, "That is out the fucking window." And if she's working on my like, it's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna do that to us. And she's like, "All right," like laid on the couch. The couch is too small for him because he's 6'4".
He's so big.
So big.
So they
He's
go.
so big.
They go to his bed, and then she works on him, and then they do stuff, and that's the first comment on page 175.
Do they fuck?
Does she blow him?
Do you think that
Does
you would
she
ink-
jerk him off?
Aim a little higher. Do you think that you would ink over a scene with dry humping and a hand job?
You did,
Yeah.
apparently. I feel
I
like
inked over Chili's.
You had me at molten
had
cake.
me.
that's a good
me.
deal.
Oh my God, he's so funny. Okay.
We're
So is
dry
this
humping
dry
and a jerk off?
They're safe. You know what?
Hell yeah.
Saving room for Jesus.
There are some really hot scenes later, and I intentionally chose this one because I was like, do you think that you'll get excited by this?
Probably.
Let's see if Liz
I
Tomforde can
asked
pull
if
it
it was
off.
a jerk off scene.
I know you were right, and then I lied to you.
It is.
I mean, it just makes sense because it's a masseuse and
She's very nervous, and like intimacy is, she doesn't understand. Like, you know,
baby steps. It means a lot to her.
he is really, really, really not gonna push her boundaries.
yeah.
So he's not trying to like Xander's would have slept in the hotel bed with her.
And he would
Yeah.
have said, "You're fine."
Exactly. And he's like, he'll flirt and joke, but then he's gonna actually like really respect and never push you.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh my
So
God.
does she come from humping?
Yeah, she does.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's read and find out.
Oh my God.
Wow.
3 hours in? All right, just in time.
Perfect. Ready to go into the third act.
I love it. We're due for a long one.
His laugh is a little bit evil when he flips us, leaving me stressed. So suddenly he's
Mid
healed.
adventure.
Right. That's what I was like. That's interesting. It feels like a strain, not a whatever. So like he's fine. He's
Yeah.
he's
He's like, oh, I'm just like really sore next to my dick.
the endorphins are. I don't know. Could you like wrap your hand around it?
Maybe stretch it a little. Wait, so he flips us over. Where were we?
They were lying in bed, like together. Quit reading, Emily. They're in bed. They're in bed. They're together. I don't know. Don't worry
He's
about it.
laying down, dick
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Is he naked?
No, he is in no shirt and light gray sweatpants.
Ooh.
And
that'll help to rub his
What?
groin.
I don't remember if she's undressed at this point, but she has she has a bra and matching panties on. And when he took her shirt off, he said, "What color is this bra?" And she said, "Yellow." And he goes, "What is this, white?" And she says, "Yellow." And he goes, "You know, that's my favorite color."
Okay.
Wait, how did she get
That's so
naked, though?
sweet. He takes her clothes off.
He takes her clothes off. He gets in bed with her, and then he pulls a sheet up to cover them because he knows she's really like shy, and he's just like not even asking, just making sure that she's like
Okay.
triple dipper.
Some of the like pre-adventure stuff is like, it's definitely where it's like, I'm ready to fuck. Like, let's
Yeah.
do this.
She's into it.
Oh, he licked her all up and down.
Before?
Yeah,
not,
before this.
Not anything super
No, it's
exciting.
like all over her neck.
He's just like drooling all over.
Like
her.
they've hardcore made out at this point.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
have.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
a couple of times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mid-adventure.
Okay.
Pre-adventure was hardcore
I
making
tried
out.
to
Bralette.
Last time we did this series, I highlighted like 20 pages. It was
Because
insane.
it's good.
It was good.
His laugh is a little bit evil when he flips us, leaving me straddling him only in my bralette and thong. You want to play, Kenny? Let's fucking play. He smooths his hands over my thighs, gripping my hips and gliding me to rock over his erection. I moan. Do that again.
And do that again.
You do it. He crosses his arms behind his head.
He did not say it like that.
You do it, you stupid little
do
bitch.
It.
He's
God, I
trying
can
to-
do everything around here.
He's trying to teach her how to like own her. Stop it.
He goes, you do it. He crosses his arms behind his head, an arrogant smile on his lips. Fuck yourself on me, Ken. Ken.
I like it.
Yeah. Thank you. Try to ruin it. I dare you.
Show me what you can do. Show me what that mouth does. He didn't say that.
He's thinking it.
My skin flushes with heat and prickles with anxiety. He's supposed to be the one in control, showing me, teaching me. I drop my hands to anchor on his chest, slowly writhing on him. His sweatpants are light enough that I know he's going to be. It's in italics.
It's in italics.
Eye contact.
It's italics.
yeah. It's italic eye contact.
It's eye contact.
He's going to, I know he's going to be able to see just how wet I am. He's going to be able to see just how much I don't hate him.
Wait, say that again.
How much I don't hate him.
They don't hate each other. This book was written for me.
Barbara's
gonna
gonna
kick
like
that thing
just
over.
blow up through the ceiling, just
Like a busted fire hose or fire hydrant.
It's just gonna be and just explode in the sky like a firework.
On to Chili's.
We should go to
That's what
Chili's.
she go wee 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 wee. God, look at you. So fucking beautiful. Rubbing your pussy all over me. Are you gonna come like this, Kenny? I think so. I choke out, rhythmically sliding my clit over the head of his erection. This isn't really dry humping. Dry humping is still clothes on.
They have clothes on.
Yeah, she's got underwear. He's got pants.
Oh.
Oh.
She said through the pants I can
She's
feel.
surprised because she's getting turned on.
I know.
No, I just thought, like, okay.
I don't know if we've done a dry humping one, and
We've
I
done
feel
like
weird
the
saying that.
knee. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done like knee, but not like this is a sex scene where they just don't go all the way.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway.
But the tip of his head is touching her clit, but there's panties and sweatpants in between
Yes.
it.
You just read that.
Yeah.
And made eye contact with me.
Was it not in italics?
It was not in italics. I can see his arm muscles tightening, fighting to stay behind his head, but I don't want them back there. I want them all over me. Isaiah, my fingernails dig into his pecs. Will you help me finish? His swollen cock pulses beneath me, his eyes closing as if he needs to control himself. Isaiah sits up with me in his lap, bringing his mouth to mine for a quick kiss. Then he whispers in my ear while his hands slide around to my ass, pushing and pulling, guiding me to rock over him. I've never been more turned on than I am by you, Kennedy K.
She's trying so hard. She's trying so hard. She likes it. She's kicking her feet. I told you. Warm up your feet.
By this little matching set you wore for me, by your fucking hair bouncing down your back every time you writhe on my cock. And I have never been more turned on than I am right now, knowing you're going to come all over me. And I haven't even had the pleasure of properly touching you yet.
He's so sweet.
He's really sweet. They're dragging it out, which is good. They got the rest of life
He's
to
giving
be
you
together.
He's letting her own her sexuality.
She's leading.
She's learning.
She's learning.
I love learning.
She's deprived.
He whispers more encouragement as we both look down to watch me move over him. That's it. You're doing good, so good for me, Kenny. God, that feels fucking amazing. His thumb swipes over my panties, right over my clit. Yes, I hiss through my teeth. Help me. Isaiah slips a single index finger into my thong. Is he moving the panties to the side now? Or is he putting the finger?
Keep
the thong
reading.
in
I
there?
don't know. I've never read this.
That's my first time hearing this.
Right where it narrows, his knuckle grazing the skin just above where I need him to touching me the most. The moment I'm convinced he's going to push the fabric out of the way, give himself easier access, he hooks his finger, looping the material and giving himself something to hold on to.
Yes, Emily, you have some thoughts? You're getting a little flustered. Are you clutching
You
pearls?
do look red.
Are you clutching pearls over a dry
am I having an
humping
allergic
scene?
reaction? Am I flushed?
She's allergic to smut.
Panty rains.
He pulls my panties towards him, subsequently pulling me, the lace taut and causing delicious friction over my clit.
Oh, do you need a break?
I'm like, oh my God. My head falls back from the sensation. He moves me, rocks me over his sweatpants, pushing and pulling me by his single finger hooked into my thong like a fucking rain.
Oh.
Giddy up.
Oh, giddy up.
You're doing so good, baby, fucking yourself on me. He can hardly get the words out through his ragged breaths. Use me. And so I do. I roll and writhe and grind over his length until the pressure boils, spilling over and my entire body contracts in a blinding orgasm. My eyes are desperate to shut. The release almost unbearable, but I can't close them. I can't help but watch the man below me as he watches me, looking at me like he can't believe he's seeing me come. He touches me through it, softly running his hands over my thighs, my stomach, my breasts. He's soothing and patient, and as I come down, slumping my entire body, spent body on his chest. He holds me. He fucking holds me post-orgasm. That's Barbara like, hold me. I've literally never been held once in my life, and now while riding a high, I've got this man's arms around me and holding me as if he couldn't bear to let me leave.
Why are you laughing?
Loved it. Because I know how much you love this shit.
It's so good. It's not shit. It's
I
so
didn't know
good.
how much that was you being like,
I don't know. I don't cry. I've never cried in my life.
His hands.
Toby Keith just holding you.
Oh.
His hand slips under his waistband, pumping and tugging.
So he's still ready to go. And he just assumes like, you're good. And I don't remember if I highlighted it, but he's like,
I'll just rub one out.
Give me a second. I'm going to go run to the bathroom. And she's like, no, wait, I want to see it. Which is maybe what you're about to read. So
he does it and she watches?
He said, I've got to go hit the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Don't you dare leave or I will find out where you live and drag you back to my bed.
Oh.
And she's like, wait. I grab his arm. Finish here. I want to watch. Thank you. Are you going to help me?
No. He didn't say it like that.
His brow lifted.
Like,
he looked over his shoulder and he goes, are you going to help me?
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Why are you so obsessed? This is him like plays that song in the bathroom while he's jerking off. I'm positive my cheeks are crimson red, but I still nod against the pillow. Isaiah keeps his attention locked on me as he stands from the bed, big and tall and proud. He runs a single hand through his hair before using the other to wipe across the spot I left on. Oh, he runs a single hand through his hair.
Mm-hmm.
Before using the other to wipe across the spot I left on his pants, then dipping his hand into his waistband and using it to coat himself.
Yeah. Barbara's so ridiculous for liking this book. Ha ha ha. Emily, how you doing?
I kicked my camera at some point.
Uh-huh. You don't even know where you are right now.
No.
She's not even on camera.
How are you going to help me with this problem, Ken? Oh, how are you going to help me with this problem, Ken? He licks his bottom lip. Are you going to take me in that smart mouth of yours, suck me off until I'm coming down that pretty throat?
Hi. Trying to give me some eye contact like I'm going to be, you're flustered, don't you?
I know.
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
We get you one of those like little fans.
I love baseball.
America's pastime. Oh, I hesitate. An obvious hesitation because I'm not sure I'm ready to go there tonight. Prude. The only
literally, yes, she's a prude.
I know, but like, come on. He's like, there, it's ready. It's like, do it. I don't know. I'll do it.
They'll get there. They get there, all right.
The only blowjobs I've ever given were all to the same man who told me they weren't very good.
Mm-hmm.
My voice is small. I can do that. He hesitates just as long as I did. Next time. Pushing his sweats down, he lets them drop to the floor. Tonight,
Whip it out.
I want you to whip it out.
Dump it out.
Tonight, I want your hand around me. I felt his cock in my hand. I literally dry humped the man. Dry humped the man. I knew he was big, but I could feel it. But I didn't realize he was this blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag ... blessed. Thick, but not in an ungodly way.
Obviously.
I mean, it'll fit.
But proportionate to him. The man is 6'4", big hands, big feet, and pretty big dick. You like my cock, Ken? I don't like the Ken work.
Get over it. Keep going.
Keep going.
I keep my attention locked on his stroking hand, on the head that's red and leaking, on the angry veins running down his length. Oh, I get it, he chuckles as he crawls onto the bed. I'm just your sex doll now, only here for your pleasure. He opens my legs, fitting his naked body to lay on top of me. That sounds like my dream job, to be honest. If I knew the position was open, I'd applied for it years ago. Placing a soft kiss on my smiling lips, he takes my hand and guides it to wrap around his shaft. Now be a good little wife and make me come.
Naughty.
Oh my goodness. Please, I'm already married.
I said get divorced.
Get divorced, go to Vegas, get married. Take turns. His body is flesh to mine. So not only do I get to feel him throbbing in my hand, but his cock also grazes against my wet panties with every pass. I'm still so sensitive and he's so hard. And holy hell, everything just feels so good. Fuck, he breathes as I pump him in my fist. Boom, boom, boom. I'm not going to last that long. I stroke him to the tip, gathering his pre-cum,
Choking on the pre-cum.
and using it to coat his shaft. Yes, Kennedy, you're doing so good.
So good.
Just like that. I continue that motion before switching it up and giving more attention to the head. The way he told me he liked it earlier, keeping my fist tight and my pumps short and shallow.
Emily, where's your head at?
Yes, he pants. Yes, please don't stop. I don't. I meet his pace as he rocks into me, using my hand to fuck himself. He looks like he's fucking me. With my legs open around him, his cock thrusting against my core. God, I know he'll be good at it. His movements grow sloppy, his hips jerky, and he nears his release, and he comes at the exact moment I run my thumb over his slit before dragging it down the protruding vein on the underside of his crown. Oh, fuck. He curses as he finds his release on my stomach, coating me in him. I don't stop working my hand. I continue to stroke him up and down, wanting every ounce he has to give me. His face drops to my neck.
You think it's 24 ounces?
Yeah. Fills it up.
Oh.
His face drops into my neck, panting and whimpering against my skin. So good. You did so good. You're so good. He continues on repeat like some kind of post-orgasm praise chant. The heated moment slows to something soft and sweet as we lay together. He dots warm kisses He dots warm kisses across my jaw as he speaks. As much as I would love for you to walk around for the rest of your life with my cum dripping all over you, I need to clean you up.
Something he does. How you doing?
That was good.
That was good?
That was good. That was a lot. That was like up and down, all around. You know,
Up,
in
down,
and out.
all around.
Stroking.
Fabric, stroking.
Getting everywhere.
Just, you know.
Did you maybe underestimate how you would feel from a scene that was dry humping and a hand job?
I think it was just, I think it was good. I think I liked it better than really graphic stuff, you know?
Did you?
I think maybe because it was more like build up to that and that it's like
Dirty talk.
they really like each other and they're in love and they're soulmates. What did you think?
There's a scene later in the bathroom where she does go down on him, and I almost switched and made you guys read that one because, wow.
Does she know what she's doing?
Goodness. She thinks no, but he disagrees with her.
Oh, nice. What does he like most about it?
The blowjob?
Yeah, like what about it?
Probably the dirty talk.
Oh, she was talking dirty to him when she did it?
Read the scene, Barbara.
Okay. Let me find it. There was a quote that I thought was interesting. There's a quote I thought was interesting. Oh, okay. So what happens is he's upset with her for reasons, and she is they're at like a work event, so they're dressed like real fancy, and he goes into the women's bathroom, of course, and she follows him. He says, "I'm upset. Don't follow me," and she follows him anyway. And she says, "I don't need words to show you that I do want you," and then she drops to her knees. She's feeling really excited. She's feeling really nervous. And then he says, stop. And she's like, oh my God, I went too far. He doesn't actually want this. And he makes her stand up. He takes off his jacket and puts it down on the floor and says, now you can get on your knees for me.
Slipped out of the chair.
Did I fucking tell you or
now
what?
I'm gonna go.
Did I tell you or what?
Gonna find you in a tree next door.
Oh my God.
Twisters.
Yes.
What does he say? There's a quote that I was like, hang on. Oh, I'm going to ruin your makeup and then I'm going to ruin you for anyone else. You got it? She nods, use your words. Yes. Now keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Did I tell you? Did I tell you? You're going to let me come in your mouth? Yes. My breath is short and choppy. Please. Are you going to be a good little wife and swallow it all for me? And she nods far too enthusiastically, and he says, good. Now take a deep breath because it's the last one you're going to get for a while.
Wow.
Liz Tomforde, you wrote this for me.
Do we have any icks with Liz?
No.
I don't
The baseball daddy and talking about the kid during the sex scene.
But
she
it.
addressed it.
She was like being away.
And he was like, don't be that way. And she was like, you're right.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, you're right. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're 3 hours in. I know a lot of people have this on their shelves. You should read it. Oh my God. Did I highlight anything else that I was like, I have to tell you? They went to Chili's. Like, I don't know.
2 for $20.
I mean, obviously there's something that hair's like there's got to be like a third act like
breakup,
thing. Yeah. What are the good people? We want to leave it for it's so new. We don't want to spoil it completely.
I was getting upset with the 1-star review.
Because you were like, you don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Get it like I do. A lot of people reviewed it. Friends of the podcast reviewed it. I think a couple of people gave it 3 stars, which I understand.
That's a Vanessa good book.
There you go. Maybe they're on the Vanessa scale.
It's good.
We had several friends of the podcast write reviews for it.
Ooh.
Sophie said, and this is a quote, because he met her on the anniversary of his mom's death. They got married on the anniversary of his mom's death.
Oh.
And he says, on the worst day of the year,
oh, God.
I had 2 of the best days of my life.
I'm going to cry.
Fucking, you were making fun of me saying, oh, she loves it. Cry. Cry right now.
Cry right now.
Are you so obsessed with me? Jana is saying, Isaiah motherfucking Rhodes. He has officially moved to the top of my book boyfriend list. Same.
Yeah.
Kimberly said, listen, those Rhodes brothers are built different, especially Isaiah. I have been a Ryan Shea stan from the jump, but I gotta say, Isaiah made me rethink some things. This one might be my new favorite. Sorry, Ryan.
Wow.
Same.
Put Ryan out.
Jamie, friend of the podcast, said, I love this book. There was a spoiler I didn't include. And I loved how effortlessly Isaiah fell in love and was so obsessed with Kennedy. It made my heart so happy. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And then the 1-star reviews who, maybe they're just having an off day.
Yeah, they didn't get it.
They didn't really read it like I did. They didn't see the italics,
They've never been to Chili's.
True. They don't like the thin chips. They want thick chips that poke your mouth and hurt.
It would be like us talking about like Chewies and Barbara being like, I don't get it.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Skylar. Skylar said, wellness check on everyone that rates us above a 1-star. Worst book in the series by far. I probably do need a wellness check, so thank you.
Weird.
Naz said, spoiler alert, Kennedy is a bitch.
Is she?
She's not.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Usually with the 1 stars, I'm like, yeah, you're right.
I saw a few 1-stars that were like,
Kennedy sucks.
how dare, I'm so tired of these women who just are mean and don't get it. And I'm like, she's got a lot of again, Liz gives a valid reason about why she is the way she is.
Yeah.
So
maybe they're fortunate that they can't relate to any of the things.
There you go. I forgot to say
maybe their mom hugged them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And told them they had beautiful bodies.
Amazon has it a 4.6 out of 37,000 ratings.
That's good for 2 months being out.
Mm-hmm.
Goodreads has it a 4.52 for 103,000 ratings.
Wow.
July 11th is when it came out. Okay.
That was yesterday.
Teresa said, this is Teresa's 1-star. I listened to the audiobook. The voice for Kennedy is absolutely terrible. She has a lisp and a cigarette raspy voice. Who did this? Sad.
Emma Stone. Emma Stone did the voice.
Weird.
N said, my grandparents who hate each other have more chemistry than the main characters.
I'm sorry, but I feel like there was a lot of chemistry just in that blowjob line.
He took her to Chili's.
He put his coat down so her knees are comfortable while she blows him.
Spaghetti.
Do you remember when apparently guys would be like, a puddle, let me put this jacket down for you. I'm going to make a puddle for you.
Yeah. He's like, you're going to need this. You're going to slip.
Oh my God. With your downstairs
but
area.
Good thing they're in a bathroom. Oh, in yellow. Okay, and then Kayla said, too many F-bombs and GDs in this book that wasn't really necessary. Having to skip more than 3+ pages to avoid spicy scenes was a bit ridiculous.
Girl, you made it this far in the series?
Yeah,
Did you?
what?
That's my question. Did you not read any of the other ones?
Yeah.
It's not like they make these like made for TV movies, you know, where they're like, here's the
All
book
of a sudden
with
they're
none of
fucking.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
when she's like, oh my God, I only read like the censored versions. I never read this one. Like,
Weird.
well,
You know how Kindle will like calculate your reading time?
Mm-hmm.
It kept going like, oh, it's going to be way longer than you thought, because I read a lot faster than I read in this book because I was going so slow and I was rereading stuff and I was like taking that. Oh my God, it's so good.
but you're just, you didn't want it to be over.
This could be my hard copy. What if everything breaks and I'm on an airplane with no book? Like this was for me.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never see these books at the store.
She looked at you and I looked at Vanessa in the exact same way. You just went, what?
Like, I don't see
Like,
them. I don't think
yeah,
I've
I
seen
wonder.
them at like
Maybe?
Barnes and Noble and stuff.
Interesting.
Or
They're
Target.
insanely
Mostly at
popular.
Target.
I mean, it's been like 2 months and there's 100,000
Yeah.
reviews on.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, let's go to Barnes & Noble after this. We're going to hit up Chewy's, and then we're going to watch Sleeping with the Enemy.
I
Oh,
started
my
it last night.
Did you watch it last night?
No.
I didn't
Emily.
invite her. She was like,
didn't
I'm going to
invite me
Chewy's. And I
over.
was like, I don't know what that is.
What did I do last night?
Nothing cool.
No. Oh my God, no, we went and play. It doesn't matter. The episode's like 8 hours long now.
Somewhere you didn't invite
Where'd
us?
you go?
Great.
We went and played mini golf.
Oh.
Jeffy and I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little
They
date night.
didn't
Yeah.
want.
We
I'm
weren't
always trying to
included.
crash their dates. And she's like, please stop.
Please come. I crash your vacations. You come on our dates.
That was so good, though, because I didn't want to go alone.
With Eric?
No, that
On
sounds
our
really
honeymoon?
bad. That sounded really. Never mind. It was fun.
It's fun to be on a vacation where you still are able to be alone, but next to someone and be
Yeah.
like, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
It was a nice group.
Alone trip.
Yeah, it was definitely like, oh, hey, you're back. Bye. We're gonna go down.
Did you see the buffet has star candy?
I'm like, dude, they got hot dogs over there. Just slapping with my little bathing suit over. Anyways,
Okay.
you know.
Anyway, that's
Thanks
the
for
book.
playing along.
Sorry about the 9/11 stuff, but not really.
That's fine.
I
The
think
9/11 callback
we had
is
to.
insane. And
we
we're going
brought
to
it up naturally.
and we're going to a baseball game on 9/11, aren't we?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you're going to baseball game, or if you, by the time this comes out, if you went to a baseball game on 9/11, let us know.
If
We
you
were
were
there.
there and we didn't see each other. Hi.
Hi, you know. As always, like and subscribe at Clutch My Pearls Pod everywhere on the internet. Share, like, tell everyone, tell your local major league team,
Yeah.
Your
let 'em know.
PT.
your physical therapist. Let them know we've got some books for them.
Go to Chili's.
Go to Chili's.
Go to Chewy's.
Yeah, go to Chili's, Chewy's, Whataburger, watch
All the
Sleeping with the
Cs.
Enemy.
Right.
Like and subscribe to our Patreon.
Yes.
You would know what we're talking about with Sleeping with the Enemy if you
Oh shit,
listen
that
to
was
our
a bonus episode.
listen to our Patreon episode. You'll totally be like, LOL, Sleeping with the Enemy.
I totally get it now.
Oops.
So if you want to be in on the joke, join our Patreon. You get a bonus episode each
But
month.
don't sign up through iOS.
Apple?
Yeah,
Apple.
if you're on your phone, don't sign up in the app. Sign up through a browser because there will be an additional charge.
They
And
overcharge you.
if you're so obsessed with us, then sign up however it works. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, do that. Just go to a desktop, use the one at work. I don't know.
That's HR.
Yeah, so for everybody on Patreon, we'll see you Monday. For everyone else, see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. Oh my God. Home run.